Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming back to watch this week's healing 5 card healing spread for the collective. And so, as always, it's my belief that if you found your way here, that there could be some message that will resonate with you. So, I encourage you to take what feels right and leave the rest behind. So, this week's healing spread is starting out with the question, what is the current block? And of course, right now, the block is the Seven of Cups. So, Cups energy is all about emotions, and sevens are usually about spirituality and alliances, as well as decisions and making choices. So as you can see, well, you may not be able to see, it says at the bottom, choose wisely. So the Seven of Cups is about knowing what you want, but not quite knowing how to get there. And so that's the block that you're experiencing right now. Is you've got an idea, a plan for your life. You've got some things goals you want to accomplish, some things you want to do. You have a vision for your life, but you're not quite sure how to get there. So that's what's currently blocking you. The action step is the Three of Swords. And Swords energy is all about the mind, the thoughts, and what's going on in the air. So the Three of Swords is the heartache and loss card. So what I'm getting is that the action step is, and this has actually been coming up in a lot of private readings lately, is that there needs to be some energy spent on healing old wounds, on healing old hurts, past hurts, on going within and really identifying, where you're still holding on to some heartache, where you're still holding on to some anger and resentment. One of the best methods that you can do is to release this is to write a letter. Write a letter to whoever this person is that has hurt you, and then burn it energetically. It releases the emotion. It releases the energy for you. Just make sure when you do burn something like that you return the ashes to Mother Earth, so that Mother Earth can transmute the energy back into something positive. So you can do that by either flushing the ashes down the toilet or by burying them in the earth. But the action step needs to be healing some old wounds. With all of this recent moon energy, there's been a lot of purging that's been going on, and it's really important to pay attention to the moon cycles, because if you think about it, the moon controls the tides. That huge body, every single body of water is controlled by the tides. Well, we're made up mostly of water. And so if the moon is controlling the tidal waters, of course it's going to have some impact on us as human beings too, because our elements, we're made up mostly of water. So there's going to be 2 full moons again that are coming in March. So it's going to be a great time to have new beginnings and get some purging done. So get a jump start on that right now by identifying where you're holding on to some heartache and loss, and really working to heal that. And then the potential outcome card is the Four of Swords. And so the Four of Swords is all about rest and rejuvenation. And so it's about taking a break. And wouldn't it be nice to have a break from old wounds? Wouldn't it be nice to just really release them for good and just get into a calmer state of mind? Because we go from the 3 to the 4, graduating to the 4 of Swords, and so that's positive movement. It is rest, getting that rejuvenation, just getting a breath of fresh air, some new life. So that will be the potential outcome. So the internal energy, actually 2 cards came out. So what we're dealing with internally is, once again, here we have a synchronicity with the broken heart card, with the heartache and loss as the action card. So the internal energy, this card is all about healing old wounds. So your inner being, your inner child, your inner self is really calling for you to really make a step towards healing these old wounds. And then this card came out with it, which is the thinking man. And this represents somebody that's going to come into your life that's going to offer you some guidance, either in just in friendship or in healing or in some way. They're going to be able to offer you some assistance with this clearing process that we need to be doing. The external energy, what's impacting you externally, is the sun. So what I'm feeling with this card right away is just the solar plexus. Stepping into some personal power, creating a higher level of self-esteem, and healing these old wounds will definitely help clear out your heart chakra as well as your solar plexus, because you'll feel better about yourself. There's the old saying that, holding resentment and anger and hate towards somebody else is like drinking a poison, and hoping the other person dies. And that really is what happens when you hold on to old wounds, old resentments, old anger. So it's really important to let this out. Let the sunshine in. And, this is the external energy. So the universe is wanting you to shine. The universe is wanting you to have strong self-esteem, to have strong willpower. And by clearing out these old energies, that's going to happen. And it's going to get you to that more calm state, that rest and rejuvenate place where you get to see things from a different perspective. So let's go ahead and pull another card. Let's do a surrender card this week. I don't know that we've done this before, but let's ask Spirit, what is it that the collective, what do we need to surrender right now in order to be able to heal this block of decisions, daydreams and decisions, and heal this old resentment, anger, and heartbreak? So one card, please, one message. What do we need to surrender in order to make that happen? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the card we got is Surrender to Your Soul's Path. And it says, your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. I love that this is the card that came out, because I feel like that whoever this thinking person is going to help you identify, what your mission is, what your soul path is. And I also love that the yellow is reflective here, the synchronicity there. So, your journey is not to hold on. Your soul's not growing by holding on to old energy. And so it's really time to start releasing that stuff. This is an 11 year, which is all about new beginnings. It's very difficult to have new beginnings when you're still holding on to past junk. So clearing out this gunk, identifying your soul's path, definitely great advice. So if you need some help with clearing your chakras or doing some energy cleansing, of course, I can assist you. And for the rest of February, I'm actually running a special that all services are $50. I'll never turn anyone away due to payment. So if you need help healing an old wound or creating some clarity in your, some cleaning in your chakra system, please do reach out. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, I'm sending you guys massive love and light, and I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you next week.